Alright, hello everybody, this is David aka Lean, and today I've got a small tutorial for Project Ozone. I have been struggling to make capacitors in the past, especially the ones from when I was not having a full ME system. Now I do have one, I've got a lot of channels, but before that there was a real struggle, so manually crafting all of these capacitors really is annoying. But if you are able to make a small basic ME system with these components here, you are able to automate most of the capacitor crafting, at least until the crystallized capacitors. So I'm going to show you how to do that today pretty much. What you're going to need is some interfaces, some terminals, a little bit of cabling, some CPU parts. You will have to make those yourself, some basic interfaces, and basically just ender chests and the actual assembler and display stand items from actual editions. I've also got a small reconstructor setup here for you guys. This is like the easiest you can go with this. So I basically just have two linked ender chests. This one is outputting its stuff into the iron dropper, which is just dropping stuff when it's correctly configured, which is then getting automatically reconstructed by the automatic reconstructor. Oh, I've got a chest pointing the wrong way right now. Let me fix that real quick. Prepared as always, because this is supposed to be an output chest. Yeah, there we go. Now the issue should be gone. Okay. So anyway, back to this. This is the white chest that is corresponding to the other one, and this is just getting pumped in here. We've got an advanced item collector with a filter here. The filter in this case is for diamantine, so you can just put the reconstructed stuff into the filter and just put a spectral. I've got the creative one, but you can put any one you have. And at that point, any item you put in there will automatically be reconstructed and imported into this system. The ME system import is running through one ender chest with an import bus, so it's only gonna take one channel either way. So any import you do will not take any more channels because you already have this import bus here. Alright, onto the main build then. What we are doing right here is we are basically crafting all of the items we have here. I'm just gonna put the patterns out in here. And I'm just going to walk you through the process of automating basically everything from the very basic capacitors up to crystalline. There are some components you have to make at the sides basically, so you're able to get the whole process going, but all of the other stuff that you can have is pretty much done in here. So what you're going to do is start with the grainy ones. So we start with the small grainy capacitors. These are going to need red alloy. So in that process, we are not only going to put in the stuff for the grainy capacitors themselves into this ME interface, but we are also going to input all of the stuff for the compound and for the red alloy ingots. So I'm gonna put this in here. We've got an alloy smelter on both molds here, so we can also smelt regular stuff, not just alloys. And this is just gonna get us to the first step. What we are then going to take is the grainy capacitor itself, which we've already got in here, and we're going to take the next step, which is the silver capacitor, which we can see here. For that we need the grainies, which we already prepared. We need silver nuggets and lead. Silver and lead you're probably also going to have in huge amounts when you just play this pack because of sieving. The silver nuggets can just be crafted in here, so this is going back in here too. And the silver capacitors as well. So that's the next step, that's silver capacitors. Already up to energetic. These are the energetic capacitors. This is the first step we are going to need the empowerer for. So these things, the recipe for this is going into the empowerer. So we're going to need 2 silver each, 2 energetic each, and 1 pulverized coal. I've already got this prepared, but you can only do this in here, and you get the same recipe. This works. This one I'm just gonna put into this chest. This chest has blue, white, white, is just linked to this chest up here. I'm gonna show you the setup in a second when I finish all of the other stuff. Alright, next step. We've got energetic. We now need energized, which we need vivid alloys for. Vivid alloys are, as the name implies, an alloy. Wait a sec. No, I forgot energetic silver ingots. Because those are also an alloy, which we need glowstone and electrotine for, which you also get by sieving, so I don't have to craft those manually, and electrum, which you can also alloy smelt. So for this, we're going to need electrum and energetic silver. Both of these recipes are just as the red alloy going to be created and put into the ME interface be above the alloy smelter. Okay. Next step then. Now we're at Vivid and Glowstone. Glowstone is easy as can be, it's just a regular crafting operation, so this is going into here too. The last thing we're going to need for this is Vivid alloys, and Vivid alloys are an alloy of cobalt and a pearl and energetic silver. Energetic silver is already automated. Cobalt you can get from the nether, either from sifting netherrack or from just farming it in the nether and basically processing it. Those are the two steps for that. And this we can also put into here. So now we've got every alloy until the energized capacitor one, basically. Alright, the last step for capacitors, which we can prepare with these channels, are the preparations and the crafting for crystalline. Crystalline alloy we can already automate with grains of piezoality, which we get from pulsating crystals, which we get from this. This, sadly, you're going to have to manually make. The empowered diamond channels, you do not have the channels at the start to get. So that's going to have to be made manually yet. But you can make a whole stack of them at once, so you can craft a diamantine crystal block and convert that with empower into an empowered diamantine crystal block. So you only have to make 9 because you only need the same amount of outside resources. Alright, so when you have all of that, you can then make the, let me see here, the pulsating crystals. The pulsating crystals need pulsating iron and electrotine alloy as well, which you can make in this setup too. So you can take that at least off your hands. The electrotine iron compound is just as the red iron compound, made in the regular interface, and the other two components are made in the alloy smelter as well. Alright, nearly done then. The diamantine crystals you can either make with patterns. We have another setup that I just showed you before, so you won't be needing those. The last step, and the most annoying one to make, I guess, is going to be the crystalline capacitors. So for the crystalline capacitors, you are going to need, let me check here, prismarine crystals, which you can either get from guardian spikes, so you need a mob farm with some water in it and an ocean biome to get guardians, or you can alternatively pulverize them from prismarine shards. Prismarine shards you can make by reconstructing nether quartz. So with this setup, when you put prismarine shards into the filter bag there and put nether quartz in there, you should be getting prismarine shards into this system. You are for now going to have to automate or to manually pulverize or segment them, because sadly we don't have the channels for that. So this is going to be on you for now. Okay, last step is just going to be crafting these crystalline alloys. So gold you're going to have, and these grains you're going to get from pulverizing the crystals I told you about before. Okay, when you now have all of these components, you can put the recipe for the crystalline capacitor in here too. And now we're going to the crafting center over here. So this is a very, very simple setup. Basically you have a chest with a pipe that is going into a barrel connector, and this barrel connector is just going into each step. So we see we have the silver capacitors, the silver ingots, the coal, the energetic silver, the alloy ingot, the glowstone, the energized, the prismarine, and the crystalline for each step. So this is step 1, step 2, and step 3. What I've got on the back here is identical setup on 3 layers. We always export on 3 colors on the back here. We import 1 color twice. So we basically take green, export it, and put it to round robin, so it does them alternatively or alternating. And we've got green in here and green in here. And the next one is brown in here. We just need 1 for that, because that's the middle. That's only going to take 1 of each operation. And we also have it to extract on purple. So this is going to be pulled in and then pulled out automatically. The other ones are getting blue as an import, both of them, because we only need 3 components. And that is basically the setup. Each of them is getting powered by a spectral coil. After they're finished, they're being exported out from the empowerers into this chest here. And this chest is, as the other one over the other setup, a white blue chest. So you're going to be able to import all of the stuff automatically into your system. And that was basically it. That's the setup. The whole setup for getting crystallized capacitors done before you get an ME controller. I hope you liked it. It was a very condensed video, so if the information was too fast for that, just ask me anything in the comments, either in the Discord or on other channels. I'm always available to help people, and I really like teaching these mods because I've enjoyed them for many years, and Kappa mode has been a great enjoyment for me. Alright everyone, just follow me on my Twitch if you want to subscribe, like anything that helps. I really love making this content, so show that you want more of it so I can make more. And that's about it. Have a great day, guys.